So I'm trying to make jollof rice. I have my chicken in here, parboiling the way she did. I didn't add any water to start with. So I have it seasoned with, what is all this good stuff over here? Thyme, curry, black pepper, you know, and all my other seasonings. And I added a little red pepper flakes. So let's get ready to start on the sauce. Okay guys, I have all of the veggies she used in here. I have the red onion, I have garlic, I have ginger, habanero peppers, red bell peppers, tomatoes. So now I have to blend this stuff up. So let's see if I can get this to go. I never used this mixer, child. We're gonna see here. Well, alrighty, it's not moving. What can I do? Let's see here. Okay, hold on, guys. I have my chicken already parboiling. Oh, it smells good. That curry on that chicken and stuff smells so good. Let me try to move this around up in here. Let me try to move this around. You know, I have several mixers and things, and maybe I should have used one of those other deals, but we're going to see how this goes. Okay, it is not catching yet. What can I do? What can I do? All right, I've got to get this stuff to blend up. It's got to mix up like a smoothie or something. I don't know. Somebody, we getting somewhere. Okay, now this is the way hers look. Now what we have to do is put this in a pot and let it, she said, boil out the water, because see, it's real runny right now. So I'll be back. Okay, as you can see, here it is. Now we're going to let this boil the water out. She said to put it in here without a top. So we're gonna let this cook up. I'll be back. Here's my stewed, or not stewed, parboiled chicken. I'm getting ready to take this out and put it on a baking sheet and put it in the oven on 375 and let it grill or bake in the oven. The chicken, and I took those chicken quarters, leg quarters, and I cut them up as well. I cut those thighs up. So now I'm going to put these in the oven and let them just bake. I did spray them with a little bit of olive oil, okay? And here that is, it's still cooking down, getting the water out. Okay, so I'm still letting this, I'm not sure if it's, I think it's still a little wet inside there, a little watery. So I'm gonna let it continue to, it's not, I don't think it's like, it's not as red as hers either, but oh well. We're gonna see how my Nigerian jollof rice comes out. Okay, I'm using her recipe. I did add a few more seasonings. You know I like to use basil and oregano and stuff, but I'm going with everything she did, I think. Some of the things she wasn't very specific on, so I had to guesstimate. I guesstimated, okay, guys? It's time to make the sauce or bring the sauce together. So, what she did, she had some grease and she had a couple of bay leaves. She had a little salt. Now I'm going to add a little bit of oregano. You know, I like to add my own flavors. Dab of basil, not a lot, just a little bit, okay? A little Italian. So this is my version of the Nigerian jollof rice. A little parsley. Okay. All right, I'm going to add, oh, and then she had some chicken cubes, chicken stock cubes, whatever you want to call them. So I'm going to put one in here, crush it up. All right. Now what we're gonna do is I'm adding onion and garlic. Okay, and let that start frying together. I'm gonna add the tomato paste and stir this all together. She didn't say how much, so hey, I'm having to guess on some of the items, okay? She didn't say how much grease she put in this skillet, in her pan. So, if it doesn't come out perfect, it's because I had to, you know, do what I wanted to do. All right, so she stirred it together. And then, so we're gonna let this tomato paste fry up for about 10 minutes. And after that, we're gonna add that, she calls this gelato. You know, all of the veggies that I blended together and I let cook down. So we're gonna let this cook for about 10 minutes and I'll be back. I'm gonna go ahead and add I think she calls it gelato. That's the sauce I made earlier. Okay, this is all the veggies that I blended together. Now I'm going to let this cook together. Well, it sort of looks like hers, but hey, I'm no professional here. It's my first time. So I'm going to let this cook up. I've already washed my rice. She didn't say how much rice she used, so like I say, guys, I had to guess on that. So I'm going to let this cook for about 10 minutes or so. Then we'll get ready to get the broth from the chicken that I parboiled earlier and bring this jollof rice together. All right. Oh, one thing they didn't do that I'm going to do, I will be using a packet of Saison. I'm going to go ahead and add that to this right now. You know I love my Saison. It can't hurt it. It can't do anything but help it, all right? Okay, I'll be guys. It's still cooking. It is looking good. I tasted, guys, this sauce tastes so freaking good. This rice, now it looks really red like hers to me. This rice might be pretty darn good. Nigerian jollof rice, the American version, the Philly Field version. But hey, I pretty much did everything that she did. I just added a few more spices, sauces to it, or whatever. Oh my goodness, we're gonna see how this comes out, honey. Look at that, look at that. Y'all, it tastes so good. I wouldn't lie to you. It tastes really, really good. All right, guys, we're on the final step. So, here's the rest of my chicken stock. Mine is darker than hers, but I'm gonna pour that in there. And she added some more chicken cubes, but all I have now is some chicken. This is like chicken cubes, but it's in a packet. It's by Goya. So I'm gonna add that. She added like 5 cubes. I'm just gonna add this entire packet to it. Here's my, can y'all see that over here? This is we're gonna add this in a minute. Well, in fact, I can go ahead and add it now. And what we're gonna do, we're gonna bring this to a boil. Okay, this is my wonderful jollof sauce mix that I worked on and I worked on, honey. I tell you, but this sauce has a good flavor. It tastes so good. But that habanero pepper, if you don't like spice, don't use the habanero pepper. I'm telling you, it's very hot. So, I'm going to just stir this together and allow it to boil. Once it starts boiling, we'll come back and we're going to be adding the rice and everything. I'll be back. Okay, it's boiling. Now we're going to add the rice. She did not say how much rice to add. What I did, I washed an entire packet of rice. Not a big pack, you know, the little smaller pack. I washed the rice about 5 times. Got all of that, you know, it looks like, as she says, it has a milky color to it when you're washing it. So now I'm going to add the rice. Let's add the rice. I don't know how much rice. You know what? I'm just going to add all this rice, and hey, we're going to let the chips fall where they may. Now let me stir this in here. All right, now we're just going to let this cook. We don't want to stir it too much, she said. So at this point, she said you should cover it with foil paper, but she didn't have any foil paper, so I'm just going to do it the way she did. I'm going to use my top over here. Cut it down a little bit and let it cook. I'll be back. Okay, guys, it's still cooking. As you can see, my grilled chicken. That'll be just a couple of chicken leg quarters that I cut up, parboiled them, and then threw them on the baking sheet, and I let them grill on about 300. You grill the chicken, you grill it slow and low. All right, we're gonna cover that back up. All right, it's coming together, guys. Look at that rice. Look at that jollof rice. Nigerian jollof rice, Philly Phil style. All right. All right, we're getting there. I need all of this liquid to get out. I want my rice to be nice and fluffy. I wish I would have used jasmine rice, but I didn't have enough. So I used Riceland long grain. But I don't want it to be gummy or soupy. Their jollof rice, whenever I watch the Nigerian mukbangs, it's always nice and, you know, fluffy and falling apart. So, but hey, it's my first time. We'll see how it comes out. Okay, y'all. We are about to get ready to eat some of this jollof rice. I think I'm going to do this in 2 videos. The cooking video, and then I think I'm going to go live and eat it. I feel like talking to you guys, so I'm going to go live and eat it. But look at this good old jollof rice. Mmm. It tastes good, too. I taste it, guys. Look at that. Nigerian jollof rice cooked by your girl, PP.